The Union of South American Nations is an intergovernmental regional organization similar to the European Union. It consists of 12 South American countries and two observers, Mexico and Panama. The Union came into being when the Cusco Declaration was signed in 2004, when the Third South American Summit was held there. The UNASUR Constituted was signed in May 23rd, 2008, at the third summit of the heads of state in Brasilia, Brazil. They pledged a common currency, market, and parliament. The mission and vision of the Union was to build a South American regional identity and citizenship, and to develop an integrated regional space. I love the concept of South American integration. The desire for South American integration goes back to colonial times with the establishment of colonial empires of South America. It integrated vast extensions of the continent to their respective metropolises. The first attempt at regional integration came when Simón Bolívar and Francisco Miranda envisioned a federal republic comprised all of Hispanic America called Colombia. Simón Bolívar eventually created Gran Colombia, which was a federation between Colombia, Venezuela, and Ecuador. The Peru-Bolivian Confederation was also created between Peru and Bolivia. A defensive league was created to prevent foreign expansionism and foster the interests of the Spanish republics. This was called the Amphictyonic Congress of Panama, named after the Hellenic Amphictyonic League. However, the United Provinces of Central America, Gran Colombia, and the Peru-Bolivian Confederation and the whole of Hispanic America was balkanized into competing national governments. For economics, the presidents of 7 founding countries, Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Ecuador, Paraguay, Venezuela, and Uruguay, officially launched the South American Bank in Buenos Aires in December 2007. There would be US $7 billion in capital, with Venezuela being responsible for $3 billion and Brazil for $2 billion. The headquarters would be located in Caracas and with offices in Buenos Aires and La Paz. It will finance economic development projects across South America and promote scientific and technological advancements. The bank is called the Bank of the South and will finance economic developments and improve local competitiveness, and to promote the scientific and technological development of the member states. It will promote projects in a stable and equal manner and will promote egalitarianism. It will be similar to the World Bank in many aspects. The organization also promotes the free movement of peoples. A visit to any country by any citizens in South America only requires an identification document. All countries in the Union of South American Nations abolished visa requirements for tourists between any of these nations. Citizens of any Mercosur country will have a process of a temporary residence visa for up to 2 years in any of the member countries, which requires a valid passport, birth certificate, and no criminal record. Part of the process of integration are the construction of the Interoceanic Highway. It is a series of multiple highways connecting the two ports from Bolivia and the interior parts of Argentina, Peru, and Brazil. The first corridor between Peru and Brazil began construction in September 2005, financed by 60% by Brazil and 40% by Peru, and it was completed by December 2010. I kind of feel like this is a good multinational union for the whole of South America. I think that South American integration is very important, but at the same time, it ruins the sovereignty of Argentina. Even if increasing free movement of goods and peoples of South America is very important, I feel like it's going to increase illegal immigration and the smuggling of goods to Argentina, in which a wall in Posadas had to be built over that. I also believe that the visa policy will be abused easily and there would be a mass migration of people from Bolivia and Paraguay. The United States already has an endemic problem with illegal immigration, and Argentina should not be next. I actually don't agree with having a common passport for South America, since it will also lead to illegal immigration as well. I feel like everything is just free when in fact it's not. Lastly, I do not like the so-called Bolivarian monopoly of the institutions of South America. This means that the headquarters would be in Quito, Ecuador, the central bank would be in Caracas, Venezuela, and the parliament would be in Cochabamba, Bolivia. I feel like those countries don't really espouse to free market values, good government and democracy, good business skills, spending skills, and a good relationship with the United States. Those countries espouse to Marxist-Leninism, which isn't good. It not only threatens Argentina's sovereignty, but also Chile's sovereignty, which is also a stable democracy. The Union will probably prevent Argentina and Chile from being the first world countries because of different policies that the Union has for them. I would rather have the currency be the Argentine peso instead, since we have the right to control our own finances and economy as we wish to do so.